Hello, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Here it's blue skies and sunny, so I am thankful for that. Um, Welcome to Yoga with Danielle. The new reality is virtual yoga, right? We're all just kind of adapting and accepting, hopefully not the permanent new way of life, but for now, this is what it is, and just trying to find the small joys every single day, right? Um, so welcome, get yourself your yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, really anything works. A blanket, a towel, you can just set yourself down on the carpet if you would like. Um, get yourself comfortable, situated. We will start lying down on our backs. So I'll let you get there, get situated, comfortable. And once you're lying down on your backs, go ahead and close your eyes. Let's just start connecting to our breath. One of my favorite breaths to go into is the Ujjayi pranayama. With that, we're taking all of our inhales and exhales out of our nose with a slight restriction in the back of our throat. Doing this, it makes a wave-like sound. So go ahead and just try to connect to your Ujjayi breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your nose. Just start noticing that life force energy moving through every part of your body. Belly rise, belly fall. Giving yourself permission to be fully present on your mat. You deserve this space and time for you. Just a reminder, I'm only here as your guide. You know your body better than I do, so I will walk you through a couple of different modifications, but if it still doesn't feel right, back out of it and get to where it feels comfortable for you. Let's take 3 more full intentional breaths here, lying on our backs. Maybe setting an intention for class, or even saying a personal prayer. On your next inhale, we're going to take a big opening in our shoulders. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms overhead, kind of like you're making a snow angel. Exhale, release, arms by your side. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms up. Exhale, release. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms overhead. With this exhale, as we bring our arms down, we're going to bring up that right leg. Fingertips grab below the right kneecap. Hugging in that right upper thigh in towards our chest and belly. Knee going towards that right armpit. Just make sure your left calf stays on the ground. Here, if it feels good, you can circle out the right ankle. Inhale, squeeze that leg tight. Exhale, release. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale with this release, bringing up that left leg. Hugging in that left thigh in tight towards your chest and belly. Again, checking in with that right calf. Is it connecting to the ground? Option to circle out the ankle. Inhale, squeeze a little tighter. Exhale, release. From here, we're going to bring in both legs, taking our arms, wrapping the arms around our knees, making connection with the opposite arms. So if you can grab elbows, go ahead and do that. If you don't have that mobility, just grabbing on wherever you can. Hugging in those legs tight, again, towards our chest and belly. Once you've made that connection with the opposite arm, rest your head back to the mat. Releasing your arms. This from here, our peace fingers are going to grab onto our big toes. Happy baby. So in happy baby, you just want to make sure the bottom of your feet are flat towards the ceiling. Elbows come onto the inside of your knees. And here you can stay completely still in your happy baby if you want to give your spine a little massage, rocking left to right. Option to straighten out one leg at a time. Just making sure your whole spine is flat on the mat here as we bring those knees in towards our armpits. Good, and slowly release. Bottom of the feet on your mat, keeping your knees bent, palms down. We're going to go into breathing bridge. So imagine you have a block in between your upper thighs, squeezing that block together. Gently inhale, lift your hips towards the ceiling. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift and hold. Option to walk your shoulders behind your back, interlacing your fingers, lifting those hips even higher. And again, you're squeezing that block in between your upper thighs. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release your hands, slowly lowering your spine back to the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Good. Once your spine is fully connected back to the mat, we're just going to windshield wiper our legs left to right. Good, coming back into neutral. We're going to take that right leg and extend it, keeping the bottom of that left foot on the mat, left knee is bent. We're going to inhale, lift our hips, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Keep that right foot activated, point or flex the toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Switching out the legs. Right foot to the mat. Extending that left foot up. Again, pointer flex. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Placing that left foot on the mat. We're going to roll onto our right side, using our arm strength, lifting ourselves up, meeting in a seat. We're going to go into cow pose from here. It's a pretty deep hip opening stretch. So again, I'll give you a couple of different modifications. Listen to your body with any of these stretches. If you're finding yourself holding your breath or not being able to breathe naturally, that's your body telling you you're going too deep, just back out of the stretch a little bit. So starting with our left leg on the bottom, we're gonna bring that left heel towards the right glute. First thing, I want you to make sure both glutes are equally flat. Right foot can stay on the mat, or bring it to the outside of that left knee. Full pose, we're stacking those knees. Again, both sit bones equally flat. Staying upright might be deep enough for you. You can stay right here, just keeping your hands on the mat. Or you're gonna slowly start walking your chest and belly towards your thighs, extending your arms out long. Wherever you're at in this pose, we're gonna stay in these stretches for about 30 to 60 seconds. So just close your eyes and try to enjoy these deep stretches, really getting into the connective tissue. We'll be here for 5 more rounds of breath. And slowly start bringing yourself upright. We're going to extend both legs long in front. Sitting up nice and tall, flexing your toes back towards your knees. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Good. We're not going to stay in this hamstring stretch for too long. Our hamstrings are still pretty tight. We'll give those a couple of moments to loosen and open up. Slowly start bringing yourself upright. Cow pose on the other side. So this time our right leg on the bottom, bringing that right heel towards the left glute. First option, keeping that left foot towards the left side, or we're going to take the left foot to the outside edge of that right knee, or stacking the knees. Again, just checking with those glutes. Are they both equally flat on the mat? Hands staying upright or hinging forward. This side might be looser, it might be tighter. Just be gentle with yourself. Honor your body wherever you're at. We'll be on this side for 5 more breaths. Maybe see if you can sink a little bit deeper in this stretch. And slowly start bringing yourself up, right? Releasing those legs out long, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders relaxed. Make fists into your hands, and we're just going to pound the outside edges of our legs, going all the way down and bringing the fists onto the inside and taking that down one more time. And back upright. Good. From here, we're going to swing our legs behind us, moving into tabletop. So in tabletop, you want to make sure your knees and hips are in one line. Elbows, wrists, and shoulders. Palms are flat, spreading your fingers as wide as they can go. We're going to go through a couple rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, push your chest through, gaze up. Exhale, arching your back, tucking your chin in tight towards your chest. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good, let's take 5 to 7 more cat-cows, moving at your own pace. Just keep the movement with the breath. Good, take one more full round of cat-cow. Meeting in tabletop in our neutral spine, going into our favorite toe stretch, tucking all 10 toes under, sitting back on our heels. Good, we're gonna add in a shoulder opening stretch here too. So we're gonna bring our right arm overhead, left arm down and back, reaching for our fingertips. You might not make that connection today, that's okay, that's why they call this a practice, right? So as far as you can go, fingertips reaching for each other. Really opening up our shoulders. Staying on that toe stretch, stay with me. Let's take 2 more full breaths on this side. Good, release your arms, stay on those toes, shake out the hands. Other side, this time left arm up and back, right arm down and under, reaching for the fingertips on this side. Bring a smile to your face. Stay focused on your breath, not the pain in your feet. 3 more breaths. Good, and release, shake out the arms. Bring your hands back to your mat. Untuck your toes, tap out the feet. Good, from here we're gonna tuck under our toes. Lift up your knees. We're gonna hover our knees about 1 inch or 2 off of the mat. Keep your gaze between your hands. Tuck in your belly towards your spine. Inhale, lift your hips, downward dog. Exhale, bending forward, hovering the knees. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, hover the knees. Inhale, lift. Good, let's do that a couple more times. Hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. Inhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Last one. We're gonna exhale, hold it here. Really activate your core. Good, bringing your knees to the mat, untuck your toes, hips back towards your heels, downward dog. Extending your arms out long in front, bringing your forehead to the mat. You can move your forehead gently side to side, giving your third eye some love. Or just stay completely still in child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Tucking under those toes, lifting our hips, downward dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, we're going to bring that right knee to right elbow. Exhale, extend. Inhale, right knee, left elbow. Exhale, extend. Inhale, knee to nose. Our spine kind of goes into that same posture as cat pose. Exhale, extend. Inhale, knee, right elbow. Exhale, extend. Inhale, knee, left elbow. Exhale, extend. Inhale, knee to nose, hold it here. Good, re-extend, one-legged down dog. Placing that foot back to the mat, downward dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee, left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Again, knee, left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee, right elbow. Exhale, extend. Inhale, knee to nose, hold it here. Exhale, extend, hold it here, one-legged down dog. Pointer, flex those toes. Good, left knee or left foot to the mat, downward dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower. Coming onto our bellies. So your feet should be about hip width distant here. We're gonna bring our palms underneath our shoulders. Shins on the mat. We're gonna inhale, lift, using all lower back strength. So you should be able to lift your palms without changing position. Gaze towards the ceiling, pushing your chest through. Everyone go ahead and lift your hands. Can you reach them off the mat? And still straight, staying strong. Feeling that back activate. Good, and lower, chin to the mat. We're gonna walk our feet about as wide as the mat, bringing your hands about 2 inches down. Inhale, lift. Again, can you take your hands off of the mat? Gaze up, pushing that chest through. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Taking our fingertips towards our feet, palms down. Feet go about a foot wider than your mat. Chin towards the mat. Inhale, lift. This time we're going to lift up our feet as well. Gaze towards the ceiling, really pushing that chest through. Can we lift a little bit higher? Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 3, 3. You guys have got this. 2, 1, and lower. Laying on your left cheek. Moving over to your right cheek. Bringing your hands underneath your shoulders. Feet come back to about hip width distance. We're going to come up onto our forearms. Palms down. Just to make sure you're in the right position, because you want to make sure your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. Just bring your hands, they should be able to grab opposite elbows. Keeping your elbows where they are, but now bringing your palms back flat. Good. We're looking down between our hands here. Then we're going to inhale, push our chest through, gaze up. Good, releasing your gaze back to neutral. Tucking under your toes. We're gonna keep our palms and forearms down, lifting up our hips into dolphin. Once our hips are lifted, you're gonna start walking your feet closer to your arms. This is a very intense shoulder pose, so if it's too much, you can always come onto your knees. Good, we're gonna take turns lifting one leg. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right leg down. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, down. Let's take 5 more on each side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good, you're almost there. Keep breathing. 1 more on each side. Good, coming onto your knees, pushing your hips back, child's pose. Keeping your forehead down, but walking your fingertips over to the right. Back to center, fingertips over to the left. Back to center, lifting yourself up into tabletop. Tucking under those toes, inhale, downward dog. We're gonna slowly bring our hands and feet together to the center of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise, Dragging your fingertips over your shins, your knees, head and neck being the last thing that lifts. Good. Once we are all the way up, we're going to turn into a wide angle. So feet parallel to the edge of your mat. Standing nice and tall, shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Tee out your arms. We're going to hinge from the hips, slowly dropping our chest and belly towards the earth. Good. Once our head is down, our neck is hanging heavy. Option to grab your ankles. You can bring your hands to the mat. If you want to go into more of a shoulder opener, you're going to bring your arms overhead, grabbing your fingertips. Lots of different options here. Wherever your hands are at, go ahead and release them onto your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna keep this right leg, toes towards the edge of your mat, bending that right knee. And as we bend the knee, we're gonna keeping that left leg straight, left toes towards the ceiling. So you can keep your hands on the mat here, or if you want to try to balance, bring your hands into prayer. Good, we're gonna switch sides. So now placing that left foot on the mat, bending the left knee, straightening that right leg. Again, your toes need to be towards the ceiling. You can walk with your hands on the mat, or just trying to use all strength, keeping your hands in prayer here. We're just going to continue through this rotation. Good, let's do one more on each side. Bringing your hands back to the center of the mat, lifting your hips, going back into that wide angle. From here, we're just going to heel toe our feet a little bit closer together. Gently rising, we're going to go into goddess pose here. So feet are towards the edge of that mat, bending our knees, bringing your hands into prayer. So you can stay right here or take turns lifting one heel at a time. If you want to go into the more challenging, you're going to come onto the balls of both feet, lifting both heels at the same time. Just keep breathing, keep smiling, activating our core, shoulders are relaxed. Here for 3 more breaths. Good, and slowly release. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, heel toeing your feet, hip width distant. Turning back lengthwise on our mat, meeting in downward dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, we're going to step that right foot to the outside edge of the mat. Dropping onto our left knee and untucking the left toes. Lizard lunge. So again, right here might be deep enough. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you're going to go onto the outside edge of that right foot, slightly opening that right knee and going onto your forearms. Again, we're going to be in this pose for a couple of breaths. So maybe it helps just closing your eyes and focusing on each inhale and exhale. But holding these stretches really gets into that connective tissue where we hold a lot of our tension and tightness. Wherever you're at in this lizard lunge, if you've gone onto your forearm, slowly walk yourself upright. We're going to bring that right hand to the outside edge of that right foot as we heel toe that foot more towards the center. So we're now in this lunge pose. We're going to inhale, straightening that right leg as we bring our hips back. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, half splits. Exhale, lunge. Good, again, inhale, exhale. Let's take two more, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, and exhale, meeting in that runner's lunge, tucking the left toes under, kicking that right leg up and back. Good, placing that right foot on the mat, downward dog. Other side, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, stepping that left foot to the outside edge, dropping onto that right knee, and then tucking the right toes. Option to stay right here, turning onto the outside edge of that left foot as we slightly open the knee, staying on our fingertips or dropping onto our forearms. We're here for two more breaths. Slowly start bringing yourself upright. We're gonna walk that left foot back into center, so we're in that lunge. Inhale, half splits, bringing your hips back, straightening that left leg. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Tucking under those right toes, kicking that left leg up and back, one-legged down dog. Placing that left foot on the mat, downward dog. Coming into tabletop. We're gonna sit back on our heels, circling our legs out in front. Lying down on our backs. Good, we're gonna extend our right foot towards the ceiling. Just going into a very subtle hip opening stretch. So becoming very aware of that hip. We're just gonna take a very small hip opening, turning that external rotation right foot out and back to center. Open, back to center. Good, let's do that 5 more times. Good, bringing that foot back to center, just taking some ankle circles. Go ahead and switch that rotation. Now point the foot, flex, point, flex. Again. Good, now taking that right ankle, placing it over the left knee, fingertips grab behind that left thigh, hugging in our legs towards our upper body for supine figure 4. Releasing your hands and that left foot to the mat. Cactus or tee out your arms. Sliding that right knee down over the left. We're going to drop our knees off to the left. Gaze over your right shoulder for our twist. Bringing everything back into center, releasing that right foot to the mat. Bringing your palms back to your side, lifting up that left foot, going into that rotation in the hips. So gently opening up that left hip, bringing the foot back to center. Open and center. Good, let's do that a couple more times. Remember, it's a very subtle movement, but you should still feel all of it coming in from your hips. Let's take 2 more. Good, bringing that foot back into center, adding in the ankle circles. Switch out the circles, start going the opposite direction. Good, now we're going to take that foot, point, and flex. Point, flex. Point, flex. One more, point, flex. Good, now taking that left foot over the right knee. Hands grab behind that right thigh as we hug the legs in towards our upper body. Two more breaths. Good, and slowly release hands and right foot to the mat. Cactus or tee out your arms, sliding that left knee down over the right. As your knees drop off to the right, gaze over your left shoulder. Bringing your gaze and knees back to center, releasing that left foot to the mat. Let's bring our knees up towards our chest. Hands are going to grab onto our the bottoms of our feet as we tuck in our chin, bringing your forehead to your knees, making yourself into a nice tight ball. Go ahead and slowly release. Rolling onto our right side, using our arms to bring ourselves up into a nice seated position. This is how we're going to end class today. So sit into whatever is the most comfortable position for you, just wherever you're at. I really want you to be aware of your posture. So you're sitting up nice and tall, shoulders are relaxed and away from your ears. And close your eyes. Just tuning into our natural breath. Palms on top of your knees. Taking your chin and bringing it towards your chest. Keeping your chin down, but rotating it over to the left shoulder. Back to center, over to the right shoulder. And back to center, gently lifting your gaze. Now dropping our right ear, right shoulder. You want to take your right pointer finger and place it onto the left temple. Not necessarily pushing down, but just giving it that little bit of extra pressure. Good, taking those fingertips, now placing them on the right temple just to help your neck back up into a neutral. Right hand on top of the knee. Dropping left ear, left shoulder. Same option here if you want to take your peace fingers, bringing them to the right temple. Again, not necessarily pushing, but just adding a little bit of extra pressure. Peace fingers come to the left temple, helping up your neck and head back into neutral. Good, bringing that left hand back to your knees. We're going to go into a breathing exercise. This is called box breath. So I'll walk you through it, but kind of what it is I will count to 4. On that first count, inhale to 4. You're going to pause at the top of that. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Pause. Inhale. So that's how we will go through this breath. Again, I will walk you through it. So again, I like to keep my eyes closed through this. It just kind of helps me stay present in the moment and what I'm doing. But if it's uncomfortable for you, you can keep your eyes open. So sitting up nice and tall. Let's take one normal round of breath here. Good. On your next inhale, here we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, or excuse me, pause, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, now just going back into your natural breath, however that looks for you right now. Bringing your hands into prayer, thumbs touching your chest. Maybe you can feel your heart beating beneath. If you set an intention or maybe said your personal prayer at the beginning of class, go ahead and bring that back into your mind and your heart space. Feeling nice and secure in your seat, the ground beneath your sit bones. Feeling the energy of Mother Earth beneath us. Honoring her and yourself during this time. Bringing her love and energy up through the base of your spine. Bringing the color red into your mind's eye. Now imagine that energy moving up into your lower belly space. And now the color orange. Breathe in this beautiful orange light. Now imagine that same love and energy moving up to your belly button in the most vibrant yellow color. Moving up to our heart space. Feel the warmth as you bring to mind the color green. Breathe in this love. This love and energy is moving into our throat space, where you see the color blue. Now I want you to bring your attention to between your brow, your third eye chakra. Bringing the color indigo. And now moving this light and energy to your crown, where you feel and see the most beautiful color, violet, bright light surrounding you. Bask in its warmth, the love, and know that you are light and love. You are enough just as you are. You are whole. You have a purpose. From the bottom of my heart, I sincerely thank you all for your support, your kind messages. More than ever, I think we need to stay connected, stay calm. Don't let the fear of what's happening overtake your peace. May the longtime sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Namaste. I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you haven't had a chance to go outside, do so, even if it's just laying on your grass and watching the clouds. But just go outside, spend some time with yourself and with nature. Thank you.